And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show has an AL East matchup. It's the Baltimore Orioles going up against the New York Yankees. First pitch coming at you right after the break.
And now, your New York Yankees.
Ready for baseball here in New York. And on the hill in this one, Carlos Rodon. Chris, he's got the ability to take control of a game when he's out there.
Well, incredible mound presence, and he's going to attack hitters. You look at that strikeout per 9 ratio over 10 coming into this start. So he's a pitcher that wants the ball. He's aggressive. He knows that he can get the swing and miss, especially when he needs it most. We'll see how effective he is in this one.
Stepping in, Jackson Holliday. Edge of the zone for a strike, and we are underway. Rodon ready. Here comes. Swing and a foul out of play. And the 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. And, Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Adley Rutschman in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate.
All right, Boog. So I was scrolling through social media the other day, and a video of Adley popped up. It was a clip of him playing college football for Oregon State. How athletic is this guy? He tackled Stanford great Christian McCaffrey. Seriously, what can't Rutschman do on the field?
Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there are 2 down. All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. Getting guys across the plate, not exactly a forte for them this year, as their offense is in the bottom third of the league in runs scored.
Boog, it becomes extremely frustrating, and then what happens is guys press, especially in run scoring opportunities and situations. And on top of that, I mean, you really make it harder on your pitcher. He feels like he's got to be perfect to go out there and win a ball game, or at least to put the team in a position to win a ball game. So they've got to figure out a way to relax, get those runners across when they have them on, and especially when they're in scoring position.
Next offering is down low.
That's a ball.
2 out, space is empty. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
3-1.
Next offering is fouled back.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
In the air, left field. Stanton brings it in. And that is that. Orioles nothing, Yankees coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back in the Bronx. And on the hill, the big righty, Charlie Morton. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Paul Goldschmidt, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Fought off foul. In there at the knees. And the count 1-2.
Good pitch down around the knees. You want to be there all game. In a park like this, a pop-up sometimes will carry out.
Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Hard on the ground to first. He takes it on his own. 1 up, 1 down. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. An offense that knows how to mash, Chris. Lots of power throughout the lineup. They're leading the league in homers right now.
Yeah, and I think when you're facing a team like this, pitchers coming in, they see the stats. They end up trying to nibble, trying to work on the edges, trying to expand the zone. And so I think the key, if these hitters can stay within themselves, obviously they have the ability to hit the ball a long way and score runs quickly. So we'll see how it goes in this one.
Cody Bellinger in the box now. No balls and a strike. It affects the game in so many ways, right? Your ability to come back is usually tied to power. If you can deliver a huge hit with one swing of the bat, it really changes your capability when you fall behind. Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field, way back there. And it's off the foul pole for a home run. His second homer this series. The Yankees score first. It's 1-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Here is Aaron Judge.
1-0.
That misses the zone. 1-0.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
1 out, bases empty. Next pitch,
2-0.
not close, up high. Morton, maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
That one down the line. Over to first. Judge out on the play.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
2 outs, base is empty. Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Cowser hauls it in to end the inning. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0. Back for more from the Bronx. And now, Jordan Westberg. Rodon back to work. Check swing called strike. Strike 1. Lifted in the air, right field. Judge really on his horse for this one. He makes the grab, and a quick out, number 1. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate, under the Mendoza line so far this month.
That one lifted to left. Stanton makes the grab. 2 down. Laureano comes up to hit. He's been a great free agent sign. And that's in there for a strike. Little slider that finds the mark. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Here comes a pitch. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Offense held in check there. Now to the bottom of the second. Yankees 1 and the Orioles 0. Bottom half of inning number 2. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And another ball. Time to check on our umpires. Earl Hendricks calling balls and strikes.
Yeah, well-liked umpire, Boog. Pretty consistent with his zone, so if you're familiar with him and how he works, you won't get too surprised by anything. Sometimes he'll give a little bit off the corner, but nothing too crazy at all.
Next offering way off the plate.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Fastball for a strike.
Thought the green light might be on right there, but maybe not. If you're looking to swing in that count, that's the pitch you want.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. And that's through there for a strike. Chisholm aboard here at first with nobody out. And that's through there for a strike. And the count is 0-2.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
No, that was a pretty poor at bat. He just never got the bat off of his shoulder. I mean, you got to go up there looking to swing at some point, especially once you're down 0-2. And at that point, make an adjustment, look to put the ball in play if it's anywhere close. And I'm just not sure what the plan was there.
And up next for New York, Austin Wells. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Man at first, one away. Next offering is fouled back. Just misses the mark outside the zone. And he can't come up with it. Gets off a throw, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
LeMahieu.
Here's DJ LeMahieu.
He's done a great job making contact recently, batting over 300 so far this month.
Just
Nope,
missed.
ball.
Runner at second, 2 down. Bottom half of inning number 2. That one fouled off. The pitch to LeMahieu. And he chases that one. And that is that. One left for the Yankees. They lead it 1-0. Back in New York. And now it's going to be Colton Cowser. Cowser measures 6 feet 2 inches, 24 years old, a former first-round pick in 2021.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
You know, Booth, every team has a hitters meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talked about.
Outside, ball 1. Breaking ball misses down and away. Swing and a line drive ripped out into left center field. That'll touch down for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Ramon Urias, the next to hit for the Orioles. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level playing at night.
Inside, almost got him. This one in the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. Cowser into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
Definitely trying to work down and get that double play ball, but it got away enough to erase any chance of that. Good job of moving up into scoring position. Now a hit could make that wild pitch really sting.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. The next pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Full count.
In the dirt. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you could sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
And now Cedric Mullins. Fastball for a strike.
0-1.
One out and a runner at second. That missed by a lot. And that is ball one. Inside move to second. Cowser back in on a dive. Man at second. Ground ball, Goldie. And he handles it himself for the out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jackson.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Jackson Holiday. He's 0 for 1. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Outside.
1-2.
Tried to check his swing. Appeal to third. No swing. Just held it back there. Pitch misses, and it's a full count.
That's a really good take.
Adley Rutschman in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
That's a tough one to swallow right there. If you're on the mound, you're ahead in the count 0-2, and you just couldn't find a way to put him away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to bite him.
Rutschman, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Cowser on third. Holiday on at first with 2 down. And fouled off. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. And a breaking ball misses outside.
2-2.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. On the ground right side, and it goes just foul. 2 on, 2 outs. Got him swinging. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Set for the bottom of the third. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. Fastball is outside. Little bouncer out in front of the plate. That takes care of Grisham.
Now batting, first baseman, Paul.
Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Just missed. Out. This to third, Orioles. To first, but it pulls him off the bag. One gone, runner at first. Cody Bellinger stepping in now for the Yankees. He's already homered in this game. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-1.
It's 0-1.
Swing and a pop-up. Orioles under it. And makes the grab. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Aaron Judge.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. First time up, he grounded to third. And Judge takes a strike. And there's a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. So no runs on no hits, 1 error, and a runner left. On to inning number 4. Yankees 1 and the Orioles nothing. Back at Yankee Stadium, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Gunnar Henderson. Check swing called strike. That's strike 1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1.
That pitch was pretty borderline at the top of the zone, and he's not digging the call out there on the mound. Clearly pretty frustrated, so he's going to have to collect himself a little.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting the call. He probably should have gotten. He didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
Next is the designated hitter, Jordan Westberg. Just missed.
Ball.
The Orioles down by a run, top half of inning number 4. Next offering is in for a strike.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And now here is Ryan O'Hearn. Fly to left his first time. That's down and in. A slider missed. Next pitch is downstairs.
2-0.
On the ground, right side, and a foul ball. And it's fouled away. Out to short. Volpe tosses to first, and the Orioles set down in order. Orioles held in check there. They're down 1-0. And we're back. And now it's Giancarlo Stanton.
The left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
And ball one.
Ball.
That clips the zone, and the count even at 1. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Worked a walk at his first trip to the plate.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. 1 down, base is empty. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Up with it, fires to first. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
The batter, number 11.
And now the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And first offering is fouled off. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. And a foul ball.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game.
And there's the third out. That'll do it for the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We played 4. Yankees 1, and the Orioles nothing. Back at Yankee Stadium, new inning getting started, and into the box for Baltimore, Ramon Laureano. Rodon back to work. There's the strike up high, 0-1.
You know, these Orioles showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one.
And that skips in the dirt.
You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
Next pitch is outside.
Ball.
And downstairs.
Expect for that guy to come right
Down
at
his
you
ball.
with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Struck him out looking.
That was a really nice pitch call for that put-away slider right there. You look at the sequence in that at bat, and he hadn't thrown it yet, so it just makes it really tough to recognize and fight off with 2 strikes. I'm sure it looked like a fastball all the way until it wasn't.
Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. There's a strike at the knees. It's 0-1. The Yanks leading by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. In inside, just missed.
That's a good miss off the inside part of the plate. You'd much rather miss there than out over the plate where this guy could do some real damage.
And a swing and a miss.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. Not close with that one, and that's ball 2.
Ball. Count is full.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
And that one fouled off. Look out!
He's hit.
And it hit him.
The bat, the center fielder.
And next for the Orioles, Cedric Mullins. Grounded out his first time. Up and in,
ball.
and it's 1-0.
1-0.
And that drops in for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
And that is out of play. Two outs. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch, keep the at-bat alive.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That's his 9th strikeout so far. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. Yankees 1 and the Orioles nothing. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and here's the catcher, Austin Wells. First pitch, and he just misses. And that's downstairs and outside. And a strike on the outside edge. High fly ball out into left center field. Cowser sizing this one up. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, the second baseman, DJ.
Up to the plate steps DJ LeMahieu. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Check swing, but he went too far. Strike 1. And there's a ball.
Low.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Out towards left center. Kowser moving under this one. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Now batting, center fielder, Trent.
Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. 0 for 1 so far. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
That one ripped, but foul. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Foul tip into the mitt, struck him out. So the Yanks go in order, but they still lead it 1-0. Top of the 6th inning. Now it's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
And there's the strike.
Ball.
Swings through that.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
That's down and in.
That's the ball. 2-2.
Next pitch is outside.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Adley Rutschman in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Tapped softly on the ground. LeMahieu fires to first on the run, and they get the out. Here's Adley Rutschman, 0 for 2 in this one. Right through there for a strike. Next offering upstairs. One down, base is empty. Swings here and blasts one left field. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
One out, runner at second. So next to hit for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. First pitch, not close. Fastball for a strike. Movement in the Yankees pen. Jonathan Loaisiga preparing to come on if needed. Cruz also throwing. With the tying run at second, and we're the top half of the 6th. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And a 1-2. Line drive. Grisham is there, makes the catch.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Jordan Westberg, the next to hit for the Orioles. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
That one finds the zone, and that is strike one. Ball one there.
Ball.
To the right side, LeMahieu throws to first in time, and that is that. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. Yankees 1 and the Orioles nothing. Back in the Bronx, and here's the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Goldie goes 6 feet 3 inches, over 1,000 runs batted in his career, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2009. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Andrew Kittredge is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Aiken getting cranked up as well. And that one misses up and in. And that's ball one.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
That one the other way. He steps on the bag. One away, bottom of the 6th.
The designated hitter, Cody Bellinger.
Here comes Belly to take his cuts. He's produced the only run of the game with his solo shot earlier.
Yeah, the pitching's been outstanding in this one, so that home run has really been the only big sign of life from either offense.
Just off the outside edge. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the 6th. And another ball. And that one clips the corner. Outside low, and that's ball 3.
3-1.
Swinging a foul back, that's out of play.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Ground ball right side. Throws to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Yankees, the right fielder, Aaron Judge.
2 down, base is empty. And stepping in for the Yankees, Aaron Judge.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base slugging too. This is off the inside. Ball 1.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Cowser makes the catch, and that'll do it.
Now
A new arm into the game, the righty, Jonathan Loaisiga.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Well, one-run game, and into the box for Baltimore, Ryan O'Hearn. And that one missing low. Next offering is downstairs. Looking to get the tying run on base. Fouled off. He was late. And that one fouled off.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Inside. 3-2 now. Fights it off. He'll see another. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Loaisiga fires. That's to third. He didn't make things easy for him there, but they still get the out.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Here's Ramon Laureano, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Bounce to the right side. Over to Goldie. And 2 away to start the 7th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
And next for the Orioles, Colton Cowser, 1 for 2. Foul ball there. Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Next pitch is outside.
Ball.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Chases that one out of the zone. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. And it remains 1-0. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Andrew Kittredge.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now.
The left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
That misses the zone. Ball one. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Slider got him for strike 3.
No, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your two-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
On the ground. Oh, great stop. Throws from his knees. And very nicely done for the out.
Well, you can see right there, he looks very comfortable going to the backhand. Nice diving stop. Gets up to complete the play. That'll fire the team up for sure.
Two outs, base is empty. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. Just missed. Two down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Next offering is down low. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Laureano makes the grab, and that will end the inning. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Fernando Cruz.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Now here is Ramon Urias. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Devin Williams getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Stays alive. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Got him swinging.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down one, any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Cedric Mullins getting ready to hit. Little chopper rolls foul. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. The next offering misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss. Coming out of the bullpen throwing beatings.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Jackson Holliday. Just missed.
1-0.
And that one ripped to left. That's a base hit. So the tying run reaches with 2 away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And the batter now, Adley Rutschman, 1 for 3. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
But with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1.
That's a big run over there at first base. He's got some speed. Let's see if they send him.
That's off the inside corner. 2-1. Holliday off of first with 2 away. Line to left. Fair ball. Here's the throw. Coming home. To second, but way too late. Safe there. He'll score.
Comes through with the RBI. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball. Now the go-ahead runs in scoring position, so big opportunity for them to jump ahead late.
So the go-ahead run in scoring. Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning.
Well, it doesn't get much easier with this next batter, but I totally understand going with the intentional walk in that spot. He's just too dangerous at the plate right now, and there's a base open, so it gives you options defensively to get an out.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Fernando Cruz won't go any further tonight, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. Ian Hamilton on the pitch here.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
First and second, 2 outs. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jordan Westburg. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Fastball is outside.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
Two outs, couple of base runners at first and second. And misses. It's a strikeout. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. All even at 1 apiece. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Gregory Soto.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Here's the catcher, Austin Wells.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Makes the grab, one away.
Now batting, the second baseman, DJ.
And now it's DJ LeMahieu digging in. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. All tied up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Off the mark there, and it's a ball and a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Keegan Aiken, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. One down, base is empty. On the ground to third. On to O'Hearn. Now 2 away.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Now here's Trent Grisham.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Just missed.
1-0.
And that's outside. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive and puts the go-ahead run on base.
He was all over that one. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
So 2 down. Here is Goldschmidt. 0 for 3 in this one. That misses. 1-0.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Two outs. And another ball. And that one fouled off. Pitch misses there. 3-1.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Cody Bellinger would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Now front, pulls that one foul. Now it's 3-2.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
So a walk puts runners at first and second. And with 2 outs, the go-ahead run is at second base.
Well, that could be a big walk in this ball game. Moves the go-ahead run into scoring position. So some pressure pitches coming up in this next AB.
Bellinger in the box now. Takes strike 1.
There it was, a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Swung on, belted. That one carrying. Gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and now they're out in front. It's 4-1. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. That slider on the outside part of the plate is typically hit the other way, but to be able to get to it, pull the baseball, and get it up in the air for a home run, I'm just really impressed.
Now the Orioles manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Gregory Soto will depart. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Orioles, Yennier Cano.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
Yeah, the hard-throwing righty trying to secure these outs against a potent Yankee lineup, and it starts with Aaron Judge. Base knock right field. Around first, digging for two. The throw in, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Devin Williams. 32nd appearance. And into the box for Baltimore, Ryan O'Hearn. Line drive, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Williams, 30 years old now, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. And first offering is fouled off. That one missed. Yankees up by 3. Slice to right. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Now the left fielder, Colton Cowser. Can't glove it cleanly. And they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. Orioles down to their final out. Ramon Urias, the next to hit for the Orioles. Swings and misses. That's strike one.
0-1.
He swings and fouls one off. One strike away. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That's inside. And a count 1-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Good eye right there.
That's the ball.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
This was by no means an offensive outburst. Only 4 hits the entire game, but good teams find a way to win, and they did.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.